Don't walk out on treatment, don't lose what you've won. You've struggled for years, but you've only begun.
I'm Regina Marie Williams, and I'm a performer in the Twin Cities. I am currently in rehearsal for Next to Normal, which was a Broadway musical. It's being done at Mixed Blood Theater, and I play Dr. Madden.
Make up your mind, you will live at last. Make up your mind that you're fully alive. Embrace what's inside, replace what has died. Make up your mind, you'll survive.
Originally, Dr. Madden is played by a male, and so vocally I'm making adjustments because the role is for a tenor. So sometimes I have to sing it an octave up and sometimes a little bit lower.
The price of love is lost, but still we pay. We pay anyway.
So Regina, this is our first chance to get together after you started rehearsal, and so
Nancy Grauff is my voice teacher, and that means that she helps me in finding ways to stretch my voice, how to make it fuller in places where it's weaker.
Hunger, 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 hunger.
good.
Hunger, 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 hunger.
Good. Can you feel your bones waking up? There's some cheekbone in that, and a little bit in the nose too.
Okay.
Regina is extremely talented. She has tremendous instinct and intuition about how she approaches what she does. To work with her, she's very kinesthetic, so that you show her how something feels, she feels it, and then she remembers.
We practice those kinds of things that people might think are quite silly, but they really help me in performance.
These exercises came out as a byproduct of research and study. Many of them are very eccentric sounding and looking. My children used to sit to the side and actually wait for certain ones because they would just split their sides laughing. But the tongue ones are especially serious. All of them have a very serious intention. Okay, so now for the exciting, eccentric, and non-glamorous part of the occasion. Let's see if we can get the tongue out on the lower lip. Good job. Nice singing.
Without drooling even.
No.
Sometimes we do exercises and you can feel your body sort of vibrate. It's very exciting. I love it.
Yeah, we're waking up already.
Have a seat. It's nice to meet you. Let's get it on now, baby.
I don't always have specific music that I need to work on when I go to her, but when I am having difficulty with a particular song, Nancy will give me exercises to be able to make that song work for me. And the challenge is here. Oh, it's up there, see?
Whoa, my goodness.
Concrete!
Good.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm sitting. Okay.
You're sitting in this scene?
Yes.
Oh.
I went to Nancy recently with a specific problem that I was having in Next to Normal. The range, it just went up to my higher register, and it was challenging to get there, but it was more challenging because of how I was sitting. I couldn't seem to get the air. And so we did a few exercises on the notes rather than saying the words.
Okay, now what do you do?
And then she did a few vocal exercises to get me in and out of that spot. And then I was able to actually sing on the note. Do you still feel your head is filled with concrete?
There, better.
Still not to my satisfaction, but I now know what to do. So if I just keep the rest of it a little bit lighter.
Just light, you don't let it drag you down as much as possible. Easy for me to say.
Are things becoming clearer with the treatment?
Yes.
Is life less cloudy than it was before?
Well, yes.
Do you still feel your head is filled with concrete?
No.
She has an opera background, and I sing more jazz and blues, and I think people are a little surprised when they say, oh, you go to Nancy Grauff, because she's a bit of a different style than I am. well, I guess it doesn't matter if I can get the job done with the tools that she gives me. And she has given me some extraordinary tools. And I think that she works with a number of people who have vastly different backgrounds, but that's not important. What's important is she knows how to get you to use your voice.
When I saw everything Regina was doing on stage, I was so proud, and I feel it is the sum total of everything that we were working on together.
What a little moonlight can do.
When people ask me what I do, I oftentimes say I'm an actor who sings. I have worked in a number of theaters in the Twin Cities. 10,000 Things, and Illusion. I've also worked at the Guthrie. I was in Crowns, and recently The Burial at Thebes, and also Caroline or Change. I've worked at Penumbra Theater, which I'm a company member there, and of that I am extraordinarily proud. One of my landmark roles is Dinah Washington in Dinah Was at Penumbra Theater. I think that that show, I know that that show propelled me to a different place, to a different status in the Twin Cities. I sing at the Dakota and the Capri, one of my favorite places to perform. And recently I was in a show called Eartha Kitt, the whole kit and caboodle.
Just like hot ship sea, I'm rolling around and just can't keep the blues away.
2 years ago, I think, I was honored with an Ivy Award for the role of Mama Noddy in Ruined, which was performed at Mixed Blood Theater. And many people saw that piece and remember that piece. And so that was a very memorable role. I love roles where I get to do it all. Fall down, laugh, cry, yell, and scream, drink, whatever it is they want me to do. I like those roles because they're not just one-dimensional.
Day after day.
To be able to do this, what I do as a career, is a real blessing. We used to say that the stage is a sacred place, and that to be able to perform and to do your craft, that was fortune. That's a huge blessing. Doing my work is challenging, but like everybody, we have to balance family and other things as well as our work. And sometimes that's hard, but I shouldn't complain about it. Okay, I do. I complain about it sometimes, but I do feel very fortunate that I can do this for work.
Minnesota Original is made possible by the State Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund and the citizens of Minnesota.